Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Empowerment with Elizabeth. Today I am here with my sweet new friends, Melissa and Avery, and they are going to talk to us about their pageant journey and their recent win and prepping for Miss USA and Miss Teen USA. So Melissa and Avery, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, guys. I am so excited to be here. I'm Melissa Sapini, Miss Massachusetts USA 2024. Elizabeth, thank you for having us. This is so exciting. I'm from North Attleboro, Massachusetts. I'm an entertainment television reporter for the New England Sports Network. I'm also a college student at Suffolk University, studying broadcast journalism and a professional model and television actress. And I'll turn it over to my sweet sister, Avery.
Hi, my name is Avery. I'm from Reading, Massachusetts. I'm a senior in high school at Malden Catholic, and I'm an all-star cheerleader. So that's a little about what I do outside of school, but currently I'm working in a preschool in Melrose, Massachusetts. So that's fun. Yeah.
That's so sweet. I love it. My mom's a preschool teacher, so that just makes my
Oh,
heart
how
happy.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to know how you guys got into pageantry. So kind of walk us through your pageant journeys. Where did you start? How did it get you to where you are now?
Yeah, I can go with that. I know most girls have a really early start to pageantry, but for me, it was in 2019. I'll never forget. My mom and I were cleaning the house, and something random was on TV, and it was Miss Universe, and we were just so in awe. We sat down, we watched the whole thing, and I swear to you, as Zosie was being crowned, my mom and I looked at each other at the same time, nodding and saying, I could do that. So it was like one of those, are you thinking what I'm thinking moments? And that was my start, really. That's what drew me in.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, mine's a little different. My mom was actually Miss Massachusetts in 1999, and she worked with the Clementes for about 20 years. She did stop when I started doing pageants, so I know everything about pageantry from her. I've been around pageants my whole life since she was a host for the Clementes. So in 2021, I decided to start my journey. I think that watching all these girls on stage gave me honestly so much confidence that I was like, I want to try this myself. I want to experience what they're experiencing up there. So
I love that. I want to get a bonding opportunity for you and your mom. That's so special.
yeah, it really is.
So cute.
I love that. Okay, so how many years did each of you guys compete? Y'all might have already mentioned it.
For me, this was my fourth year. So it was my second year in Miss, and for teen, I competed 3 times.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was my third year, so I competed 3 times in teen.
There you go. Third time's the charm. I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so talk to us about your favorite phase of competition and then tell us a little bit about why that phase is your favorite.
For me, this might not be a popular choice. I think this is considered a phase, but I love top 5 on stage final question. I really enjoy being challenged and put outside my comfort zone, and my job is public speaking, so it's really what I know. I think that there's something so special about being vulnerable up on stage in front of a huge crowd and letting everybody hear your heart in that very moment. And that's what I do every year. And this year, I guess it was the right time.
That's very fitting for you, Melissa, with your job.
It is.
Mine is definitely activewear. I
Mhm.
mentioned that I'm an athlete. I do all-star cheerleading, so I know a lot about the body and health, which is also something I'm very passionate about and hoping to make my platform at Miss Teen USA. But other than that, I just think it's really empowering. I think body image is such an issue, surrounding teens. And I think the activewear part of the competition, really helps that. Social media is such a big issue during that. So when women get to go out there and show off their bodies, I think it's very empowering.
Absolutely. I'm a nutrition degree, so that just
No,
made my heart smile. You just said that. I love that.
Where do you go?
I graduated from the University of Mississippi.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
awesome. That's
I know.
fun.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like the opposite ends of the coast of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's kind of a tough one. I won't even lie, so you guys can take a second to think. But why do you think the judges selected you guys to represent the state?
Mhm.
Very good question. I personally feel that my judges saw a flame in me.
hmm
I also really think they wanted to hear a girl tell them, I want this and I'm ready. And I made sure to let them know. I mean, Miss USA is this summer. We're going to Hollywood, California, which is huge. I know they wanted someone who was ready to go, prepared. I wanted to make sure not only did they hear that, but the crowd heard that during my top 5 final question. And yeah, I think that's a part of the reason why they chose me.
Absolutely.
I honestly agree with Melissa. I think judges are looking for a girl with confidence, and I think last weekend I brought confidence. Not only on the stage, but even in my interview and how I carried myself through the weekend. And I did make it known that I wanted this and I was ready. I explained to the judges I have competed before. I even took a year off last year to work on myself and mature and grow. And I think I did that. And now I'm here and I want this crown and I'm going to do good things with it.
There you go.
I mean, honestly, I can personally say, even throughout rehearsals, like Avery brought it. Anytime she was on stage walking, I was looking at this girl and I'm like, that is the next teen. Like,
Oh, you're so sweet.
Her aura and her energy, like she just carries that confidence. So I just know she's going to bring it to Miss Teen USA too.
Thank you.
Sounds like they picked well. Sounds like they picked so in preparation for this podcast, I watched you guys on Pageants Live. You guys both killed it. But I want to know, you guys I can vouch for you guys myself. You guys are already ready for Miss USA and Miss Teen USA. But what do you think that your prep is going to look like leading up to the national competition? What are you going to be focusing on?
I think my prep is going to be pretty similar to my prep for Miss Massachusetts USA 2024. I honestly feel like an important part of this is mental. This is such a mental sport. I've been a cross-country runner for most of my life, even an NCAA athlete my freshman year of college, but I stopped to pursue all of this. This is something where you have to believe in yourself and you have to allow others to believe in you too. So that's definitely going to be the most important and biggest aspect of my prep for Miss USA.
Yeah, valid.
I agree. I mean, we are blessed with so many amazing sponsors that are here to help us along the way. Even we'll definitely be working with Angelo to get us ready for swimwear and activewear. Yeah, but I think my prep's honestly going to be the same. A lot of interview work, everything that I did preparing for the state pageant.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely a mental girl too, Melissa. I'm
Yeah,
like the first one to get in my head.
It's so important. And
I know I'll be great leading up until pageant week, and then I do Miss America, and so it's a week long, and then I get there and I'm like, oh, I think I actually suck. Like I think I'm actually the worst.
No,
I'm right there with you.
So important to make sure, like walking into pageant weekend, even if it's not pageantry, to always just be confident in yourself. You have to believe in yourself first, because that's what people see when you're on stage. That's the energy you put out. And for me, that's what I wanted to do as I walked into that weekend. Like I knew I could do this. I knew I had it in the bag. Like that was my mindset.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's important to just keep your eye on the prize, honestly. I feel like if you get like off track, like in your head and with yourself, then you don't even know why you're there anymore,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, our final question. If you could give one piece of advice to a girl competing at Miss Massachusetts, Miss or Teen next year, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. What would I tell her? I would tell her to not give up, to keep coming back. I know sometimes that can be pretty disappointing for contestants, but for me, every single time I heard no, it literally just added fuel to the fire. And like I said, I feel that my interviewers, my judges saw the flame in me. And I mentioned that in my interview too. Like there's just something about wanting a goal and wanting to achieve your wildest dreams that you can't let a no back you down. And please, please, please let that be the fuel to your fire to keep going, because you're going to achieve it. I got this on my second try. Sometimes it'll take someone 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. If you know you want to go to Miss USA, if you know you want to go to Miss Universe, you have to do what you have to do. Make sure you surround yourself with an amazing support system like I did, and just reach for the stars. Like I know I'm going to Miss USA. I am so excited. And now my sights are set on Miss Universe too. So it's insane that I'm able to achieve this by just staying on track, staying on path and coming back.
Yeah, I agree, honestly. I think even the last 2 years I competed when being told no, like Melissa said, it just fueled me more. Like that's why I wanted to be there last weekend and was so passionate about winning that crown. Actually, fun fact, me and Melissa competed against each other 2 years ago.
We did, and we were in the top five together.
Five.
We stood next to each other on stage. Full
Yeah.
circle moment.
That was foreshadowing. That's really
It
sweet.
really was.
It really, really was. And that, again, that just goes to show, like, if you want something, you have to keep going. And the best things in life, like, they're going to be hard. They're going to be trials and tribulations. It's going to be your biggest challenge, but that's how you know that's the good thing and it's going to happen.
I also would like to say that I think being yourself is so important, especially in pageantry. I think you can go into the weekend and see all these other girls you're competing against and get in your head, like Melissa said. But you really need to make sure that you're yourself because that's what the judges want to see. Like even in the interview portion, they want to hear about you. So I
Yeah.
think if you're trying to be someone else or something that you're not, it just ruins the fun of it.
Yeah. And I'd love to touch upon that too. You have to be yourself. You have to be your best self, obviously. Going into this weekend and every other weekend, I just really wanted to make sure that I showed my heart, whether it was the contestants, my judges, the same way I would if I wasn't in pageant weekend. Like I want to treat others as I would want to be treated. So that's what makes me me. You have to be yourself. You can't, look at a past winner or contestant and try to be them. That's what gets you the crown, being yourself and opening your heart up to the judges, to the crowd. It's really important. And that's why I love this organization.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
You heard it here first. That's great. Well, thank y'all so much for coming on. You guys gave us so much insight to, what it's like to be a state title holder for Miss USA or Miss Teen USA. And just know that we're wishing you both the best of luck at nationals.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Of
Thank you.
course, of course. And I will see the rest of you guys on our next episode. Bye,
All
y'all.
right. Bye.